All right, since we got these walls up, at least the outer ones, I've decided not to drop this middle one today. But what I'm going to do is, so I have the single sill plate on the top, or top plate, sorry, sill would be the bottom, I'm assuming. The top plate up there. I'm going to make it a double thickness on the top plate just to give the ceiling an extra 1.5 inches of height, which actually it's only going to be about 3/4 of an inch higher than stock because, or maybe an inch, I can't remember. But anyway, because on the stock one, you had the sill plate and then you had the ceiling tiles that were like 1/2 inch, and then the studs for the, what do you call it? I got to stop saying what do you call it? The studs for the trusses. So if I put the trusses just directly on the top plate, it would actually, make my ceiling a 1/2 inch lower. So what I'm going to do is just do a double top plate, and then I have to nail a 2x3 on the outer edge of the top plate, and then the trusses get nailed right here from, through the 2x3, possibly through the bottom of the 2x4 if I wanted to, but I think just over there, and then I'll lap over a piece of metal as like a hurricane strap. Anyway, so yeah, because then you'll nail the trusses that go this way. So yeah, so I'm gonna nail these 2x3s on, and then I'm gonna have it, this new iPhone, every time I focus here, blurs there, weird. Anyway, so this is the old extended, right there, it's the old extended eave, and there's going to be a truss on the end of it. So this is a 2x3 here, and then a nailed in, just a piece of a 2x6 going that far. That's how far the eaves were out. And so I'm just going to make this 2x3 go out that much farther, so it kind of matches what it was before. And you can see how nice and pretty that wood was. Could have kept it up there, right? I just patched it up. No thanks. Anyway, so I'm going to nail a bunch of these in here with my nail gun, and then start. I'll probably at least get this side done. And then I'll take the tarp off the top there, get it done, put the tarp back up. Unless I start putting roof trusses up, but I don't think I'm going to do that till next time I'm here. So anyway, let's get to work on that. All right, I've got 2 sections done, and when you flip things over, make sure you put it on the right side, because I did this one first because I was like, oh, I measured it on this side, but then I nailed it, I flipped it over and then put it on the outside again. But when I put it up on the wall, it's going to go up like so. So then this one's going to be it'll be for this wall, even though I was making it for that wall. So then I got to make another one, and I just went out 12.5 inches on both of these for an eave. I think this one was 1.5 inches more than that. I just, arbitrary numbers. So yeah, just over a foot. And then, one truss will go out there. So we'll have a little eave on this end, put one on the back end as well. But yeah, let's put these up. So I'm just putting a few screws in each one of these top plates for now, just to get it held in place, so I can just get it all done. But before I'm finished, I will go around with a nail gun and secure it with actual nails. I don't show it in this video, but I do it. And let me tell you, look at all these nails I'm putting in here. I am so glad I bought that tool, for sure. Makes a world of difference, and I think I just paid over $100 for it, so not too bad. Pretty good investment. And you see I still haven't put the little small 2x4s over that header there. They will get put in there at some point. But just wanted to get that wall up as well, kind of like the last one I did. And look at that magic. There's going to be a saw right there. Look at that. Just appeared out of nowhere. I usually use a skill saw, but I forgot it, and luckily this is my backup chop saw, and it was in my junky shed on the property, so I'm glad I had it there. So I don't think I finished all of these today, like putting them up on the day that I started filming this. But I got them all built before the day was in. I think I had 2 more to do the next time I showed up, although they're in this video too, so it looks like I did it all in one day. Yeah, I just made it a little easy process here. I put 2 2x3s down so it had a level seat to sit on, and just nailed the one, took it off, and went to the next one. Some of these 2x3s I bought from the store as 2x3s, and some of them, they were actual 2x4s, and I just ripped them down to 2x3 width on a table saw. But they're pretty cheap, so a lot of them I did just buy as 2x3s. And this is the front side of the house. That's the front shear wall on the left. And I put a little piece of wood at the top where that tarp goes over, so when I flipped it off, it'll stay there, because when I get the roof trusses up, that tarp will still be there as, the temporary wall. It'll stop, wind and rain. Oh yeah, don't forget that. Almost knocked my camera off. That was crazy. All right, back at it. I dodged a bullet with that one for sure. Literally inches from the camera lens. But this section here is just that middle bedroom. I think that's the front door right there, technically, or the area where the front door is going to be at some point. So just put those up and then put the tarp back over to at least keep that dry. And so this looks like the same day, but this was the next time I came out. And still haven't put those 2x4s over that header either. And they will get there at some point. I hope I don't forget anyway, but it wouldn't be beyond me to forget such things. This one was a little pain to get in there. I thought, okay, and that on the right side there, it's just going to go under the old part of the roof, and it wasn't fitting. I just couldn't figure it out, and it's because there's a giant wire coming up to the top plate of that original 2x4 there for the oven and stove, so it's a really thick gauge, and it was hiding behind a piece of metal. And so when I figured that out, it made more sense. So I move over here to the bump out, and it's been pretty interesting to see how they decided to engineer this to make it still structurally sound, to hold the roof trusses up and the roof itself, yet allow for that 20-foot span to put the bump out in there. And I think I mentioned it before, but it has to be separate from the house structure itself. Obviously I put some straps in there to kind of tie it together, but it has to be standing on its own. So yeah, and they had a few holes on the top of the C-channel. Previously it was just a 1x2, but I put that double top plate in, so I was hoping for more holes, but in the end I'm just going to put more hurricane straps over, because in that C-channel I'm going to put a 2x4 in there, and it gets screwed in from the backside. And here is just where I had to clear out the top of the roof there and make some room to put the top plate in there that'll span across the whole C-channel. So usually I'm playing music so you don't get to hear the sights and sounds in real time, but I wasn't playing music that day. So I'll give you some real-time footage here with the sounds of destruction. So enjoy. So yeah, just taking out the last of the old 2x4 that was in there, and I'll put a new one in that section. And I kind of freaked out there in the real time because I almost hit a power wire with the Sawzall, so it was super close. So I didn't hit it, so thank goodness. And yeah, just finishing up getting those nailed down, and for some reason the video ends abruptly, so I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.